Mina wewe tuweke issues mbele, tuweke Kenya mbele.
So what KEPSA has done as a business community, and that has been done for the past years, since 2012, it did inspire an initiative called Mkenya Daima, which is a non-partisan multi-stakeholder that is there to champion and inspire peaceful elections and smooth transition. So in 2022, this platform brings forth various stakeholders, including the business community, the civil society, the media. We have the religious leaders with us. We have the youth and women, and all we are asking for is under three things. I'll mention them in very fast. The first pillar that we're keen on is the political pillar. We're looking at the leadership and the governance of this country. For us to continue with our lives and ensuring that this country goes forward is to ensure we have very good leaders, and we have that already stipulated in the constitution of this country in Chapter 6. So what do we do to ensure that that is done? Is we call on everyone to ensure that we elect great leaders, because they are the ones who will ensure, one, that we have a peaceful country, and ensure continuity of this organization and this country that we have. So we have had several engagements with several stakeholders that I highlighted, that is the civil society, the religious leaders, and the different organizations and stakeholders on what we all need to do to make sure that that happens. And it is not only for the presidential candidacy, but we're asking that can we look at all the 6 elected positions and ensure that all the way to the MCA, they are the leaders that we want to be in this country and to lead us. Because every time we ask for a CEO of an organization, we have a requirement, and we're very keen on nominating the perfect fit for that position. So we ask all of us to do the same for the 6 positions as we go on that day. The second item that we are keen on, and which also translates into the peaceful election, that is the mandate or the inspiration of Kenya Daima, is the economic pillar. We're looking at the people-led and economy, people-centered and economy-led manifestos. We have Vision 2030. We're expecting double-digit growth. Remember, the effects of the pandemic are still with us. And therefore, what we are asking is, do we want to have a negative growth after 10th for the next 5 years? The answer is no. So what we are doing other in the initiative is to engage those who have aspired and have been gazetted to be candidates, provided a private sector manifesto, and ask them, please look at the aspirations of the people of this country, because that is what will guide us for the next 5 years and ensure that we have a good economy, we'll make sure that we can be competitive, and we can continue placing Kenya as the go-to investment in this place. And you cannot have an economy-led country if you don't have peace. As I wrap up, the third thing is on the social pillar. And the social pillar is looking at peaceful elections and smooth transition. That is where the engagements with all the institutions, and those are the electoral management bodies. We have had sessions with IBC, with NCIC, with IPOA, with ORPP, with EACC, with various also the international observers that have been within, and presented and requested, let us continue working together, because election preparedness is very critical to all of us. And when we do all this as Kenyans, we have the rallying call. The rallying call is nitatenda wajibu wangu. Mimi ni Mkenya Daima, nitatenda wajibu wangu. And what do we mean by that, as I finish, moderator, is that we are bringing back the responsibility to me and you, to each individual in this country. What is your responsibility in ensuring we have peaceful elections and smooth transition? And they are in 3. 1, get out and vote. Nenda ukapige kura. Number 2 is kagua kabla ya kuchagua. The leaders that you're going to elect, make sure ni viongozi bora, bora sio bora viongozi. And number 3 is dumisha amani.
Kenya mbele.